Well, good morning, everyone. Thomas Montgomery here. It's a beautiful Thursday morning, June 27th, 2024. We get together most weekday mornings to talk about strategies, tips, techniques, share success stories, and support each of you. We will not have a Zoom tomorrow. No Zoom tomorrow on Friday, June 28th, due to travel. But today we have a good topic, and we're going to revisit the QuickCash program. I love working with each of you and take Jeff, for example. Jeff is really quick to ask why, not just what, but why. So why, to answer Jeff before he even has a chance to ask it, why are we talking about Quick Cash today? Well, Jeff and others, what you and I, what we do is build financial literacy and create fundable businesses. And there's different tools and resources to accomplish that. QuickCash is one of those resources. So my job is to make sure that you understand how it works. So QuickCash, and it's a page on the website on guaranteed funding. And then here's the flyer. This flyer is actually available on the website as well. Let's kind of go through this and then we'll have a targeted discussion. I'll pull the agenda down as we go. So through a 501c3 nonprofit, we have an innovative solution to transfer $10,000 to you within 24 hours. As I'll mention, we have two promotions in June, one of which is that we're giving out Quick Cash based upon master affiliates recruiting affiliates. So take Bill. Bill invited Emmanuel, both of which are on the Zoom today, to become an affiliate. So Bill is theoretically the master affiliate because Bill introduced Emmanuel. Emmanuel will get his 5 points off the capital raise of each deal. Bill will get a 2-point override, not out of Emmanuel's pocket, really out of ours. One of the promotions we have this month is any of you who are master affiliates who bring on affiliates, we pay out a bonus to both of you. So today or very soon, within the next day or two, Bill and Emmanuel will both receive a Quick Cash portfolio. And that's great because that is valuable in a few different regards, as we'll talk about. The Quick Cash program improves cash flow, improves liquidity, and improves our balance sheet. So if you remember back, and we talk about this so often, the 3 C's. What does it take to have a fundable business? We need to have credit, meaning business credit, cash flow, and collateral. And Quick Cash can be an important part of that. So let's get over here to the agenda. So a few fast facts. So yes, it really is $10,000 transferred within 24 hours. That's real, it's legal, it's accurate. As referenced here, we just talked about from a collateral perspective, Quick Cash is probably the fastest legal way to immediately strengthen a balance sheet, allowing us to be able to qualify for funding. Because most lenders are going to be looking for collateral, and the way that they determine what collateral a business has is based upon looking at their balance sheet. So if a client doesn't have a balance sheet, we'll help them create a balance sheet. And then if the balance sheet is inadequate, we call it a collateral shortfall. So normally if there's not enough collateral on the balance sheet to pledge for the loan, then we add additional collateral, and we add a little or can add a lot to make sure that there's equilibrium, to make sure that there's a dollar for dollar ratio. So this is an example of how we can transfer legally and ethically assets to the balance sheet. We talk about factoring. Factoring is not reselling the debt. It's not getting rid of the obligation, but it's essentially using one of the C's, the collateral itself, and getting funding off of it. So when we transfer that $10,000, we can help anyone apply for factoring, which is through a bank. It's the real deal. And that bank will advance, normally within 1 to 2 business days, 97% of the amount of what's factored. So in other words, if we factored 10,000, the client would not get 10,000, they would get 9,700, because the bank charges a fee, a 3% fee. And then of course we can liquidate. Sometimes people say, well, what does liquidate mean? Well, that means that we're going to turn the receivables into cash. So QuickCash is the transference, as it states right here, of accounts receivables. So we're transferring real accounts receivables over. And then let me pull that back up. Then we can factor those accounts receivables, and we can also liquidate, which means collect. And we've given the example before. I don't know that I need to explain anymore what liquidate means. It just means collect the money that's owed. So for Bill and for Emmanuel, this is great. Bill receives a QuickCash portfolio for referring in Emmanuel. Emmanuel gets a free QuickCash portfolio because he was referred in by a master affiliate, Bill. And we can help them do these same things if they wish. But at least, worst case scenario, now Bill and Emmanuel have stronger balance sheets because now they have additional assets. All right, and if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to type it into the Q&A. I know that we've spent time talking about QuickCash before, but the promotions we have end at the end of June, which is pretty soon. We're not having Zoom tomorrow, so we thought, well, we probably should revisit it one more time just so we're clear. So the 2 promotions that I mentioned. So any of you who are master affiliates, like Terrence just became a master affiliate today. He just received his landing page this morning. Anyone that wants to be a master affiliate, there's no cost to be a master affiliate. There's no buy-in. It's just simply an addendum that we add to your affiliate agreement, a 1-pager, again, no cost. You get a free landing page, and that allows you to help spread the word. And as you have affiliates, they are placed in your hierarchy, if you will. Again, we're not MLM or network marketing. The affiliate makes their normal 5 points. The master affiliates makes a 2-point override. And because of the June promotion, it also includes the QuickCash. And then for those of you that are looking at purchasing, we call these portfolios, we have the promotion going on through June, which has a few days left of the buy 2, get 1 free. And we've had a lot of people do that. All right, so let's go through the process. And then again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to type it into the Q&A. So we call it an order placement, but essentially, I can scoot this down and go over here. So on guaranteedfunding.org, the QuickCash page. So you see the website, go over here to QuickCash. Anyone that wants to, now if you're getting the QuickCash for free, like Bill and Emmanuel, of course you don't need to do this, but anyone that's looking at participating otherwise, they come over here. This was the link to the flyer I just showed you, but right here is where you can enroll. You click on that. It'll bring up a page slowly. And that page will actually start with that same flyer. Here we'll see in a moment. Slowly. Yeah, it starts with the same flyer, and then it has the actual transfer agreement. So where were we? We were talking about the process. So let me make this a little larger. So anyone that's wanting QuickCash can either access it here or get it free if you refer in affiliates like Bill in the manual scenario. If you're not getting it free as a master affiliate, then you pay a transfer fee. And some people say, well, why is there a transfer fee? That doesn't sound right. Well, it actually is required. We've talked about this before. If you wanted to give me a car, can you just give me the car keys and say, here, Tom, it's your car now? No, it's a loaner car. Unless you change the title into my name, it's not my car. It's your name. It's your car. real estate. Can you just say, hey, Tom, here's a piece of land. It's yours now? No, the property has to be deeded. So anytime we're talking about material assets, there has to be a paper trail. So that paper trail that we're talking about is created here. So this is the paper trail that allows us, to transfer the ownership to you. So now you're owed the receivables, the 10,000. And so normally we do these in $10,000 increments. And so then you'll receive the 10,000 in short order, and then we move into the factor liquidation process, which we talked about up here. So with that being said, obviously our contact information is here and some of our links. None of that's changed. Anyone have any questions, comments, concerns? All right. So Chris is not on this morning. So Chris is an example of someone that's doing this on a larger scale. We have some people that actually acquire hundreds of thousands or literally millions of dollars through this process. And it's legal, it's ethical. And I think you all know the story. The way that this whole concept started is we had a law firm out of Austin, Texas, approach us and wanted to buy $3 million of QuickCash from us. And they bought it, and they're very happy, to the best I know. So with that being said, it's legal, it's ethical. Historically, this strategy has been done on a very large scale where it's 100,000 or more or $1 million or more. What we've done is we've broken it down into really small increments so it's usable by the average entrepreneur. Why? Because a lot of entrepreneurs don't have enough assets on their balance sheet, and therefore they need additional assets or they won't qualify for the loan. This is a legal and ethical way to get the assets on the balance sheet almost immediately, and then we can turn around and factor and or liquidate to turn that into cash. Okay, so if anyone has any questions, comments, concerns, type it into the Q&A. So this isn't meant to be a distraction of what we normally do. You know, our normal focus, and I can bring it up here. Let me add a new page. Our normal focus. I just bought a new computer. You'll be thrilled to know this one is a little bit slow now from using it for a couple of years, but we have the new computer ordered, and it's supposed to be delivered July 1st. So I'll be a little more timely and switching. But the primary thing that we do, you and I do together, is we drive people into your free landing page. Every one of you should have a landing page that looks just like this. Now we can change out the logo if you want, but each of you should have a landing page. This is our bread and butter. So it's simple. It's simple. Herman and I talk almost every day, and Herman's great about scripts. Well, you need a script. There it is. There it is. It's highlighted on your landing page. You're inviting people in to get a free funding proposal. And that's true. And they'll get their funding proposal for what they qualify for now. And then we'll build a plan to move them from where they're at to where they need to be. And we guarantee by them going through that process that they'll raise at least 100,000. That's the minimum that they'll receive. That's primarily what we do. You're paid 5 points off of that. So going back to Jeff and the why, well, why are we talking about QuickCash? If this is what we do, why in the hell are we spending time talking about QuickCash? Well, we got to remember, so we can go back to this page and we'll pull up the notes, that the way that we help people move from where they're at to where they need to be, it's real, right? That they have to have a fundable business. Well, what does that mean? Remember the 3 C's we've already talked about twice today. So in the beginning, clients can come to us without any minimum credit, without any minimum capacity, without any minimum collateral. We don't filter. But to get them from where they're at to where they need to be, they probably will need to have the 3 C's. And that's what we're really good at, is legally and ethically building the 3 C's. Well, I'm showing you here very, very transparently the method in which that we're able to help people get, I guess we just go to here, get assets So now they qualify for loans. And I'm showing you very transparently how we can help then convert those assets into cash by liquidating. So again, I love that Jeff holds me accountable, because you need to understand what we're talking about, but the why. So yes, we need what you primarily want to be focused on is driving people into your landing page. That's going to get you money, right? Because you make 5 points, 5% off the capital raise of everyone that comes in and goes through the process. But that process, I'm just giving you additional information. Maybe you don't need to know, maybe you don't want to know. But how does that process work? It means that we're taking people and making their businesses credible so they can qualify for that larger amount. Otherwise, it's too good to be true, right? To say, well, anyone can just fill this out and they're going to get $1 billion. Well, no. They'll get whatever they qualify for now. They'll get multiple offers, no hard inquiries. They pick the ones they want. That's true. Then we use our skills, our education, our experience, our intellect, our drive to get them from where they're at to where they need to be. And that is usually built around the 3 C's. You can't get away from the 3 C's. But it's okay. See, what happens is when we talk to people that are real simple, they can't understand the difference between now and in the future. Now is what they qualify for right now. That's objective. We have over 40 different lenders that compete to offer loans to our participants. No upfront cost, no hard inquiries. It's the real deal. But then secondarily, we need to move them from where they're at to where they need to be. And that happens by building fundable businesses. Hopefully that makes sense. So anyone have questions on, I guess we'll go back to QuickCash. And I'll pull back up our agenda. So now we understand what QuickCash is, how it works, how to get it, and as Jeff would say, why it's relevant, why it fits in. It fits in for 2 reasons. Number one, if you're looking for a reward for building a team of affiliates, that's great. You get QuickCash for free, like Bill and Emmanuel from today's example. And if you or clients need assets to qualify for funding, then this is one way that they can get those assets. It's not the only way that they could get those assets, but it's one way. Anyone have questions, comments, concerns that I can assist anyone with today? And again, we will not have a Zoom tomorrow on Friday, June 28th. We're going to be traveling, and we'll be back on Monday. Any questions on QuickCash? Of course, you can call us. You can email us. If you just want QuickCash, you obviously can come to right here, Guaranteed Funding QuickCash, or do what Bill did. Bill is finding professionals like Emmanuel that are interested in getting the 5 points of the client's capital raise, and then you can get the QuickCash for free as a bonus. All right, well, I think we're good to go. If there's anything that you need, don't hesitate to let us know. 903-200-8781 is our main number. You've got our email. Have a great day, and we'll be working today and tomorrow, but no Zoom tomorrow. We'll see you back on the Zoom Monday morning. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.